Garret from Garret's Guitar Lessons here, and today we're going to be going through Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam. Now, this is a great example of some of my Hendrix style of rhythm playing actually within a song. Now the chords are mainly going to be E, B, and A throughout a majority of the song. Now towards the kind of the middle and end of the song, it kind of goes into some slash chords and some syncopated rhythm that we'll get to when we get to that point. First, let's just go through the intro. So the first chord is going to be E. Now he's thinking about it from the 5th string bar chord right here, but the first string he hits is actually going to be the 6th string open, because this one's an anomaly, and since we have a string tuned to E, we can just hit that open string. Then he's already kind of planning to be in this other section. So unlike my Hendrix style rhythm playing where we slide up to this note, I'm just going to put my first finger here and hammer on from the 9th to 11th fret on the 5th string. Now, after that, I'm going to be hitting my first finger on the 9th fret on kind of like the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Not real accurate there, but after we hit that, we are going to be a little bit more accurate on the 3rd and 2nd string with the hammer on and pull off on the 3rd string on the 11th fret. And then go down to the 11th fret on the 4th string, kind of slide down. And next he's going to be going to B, where I'm using my thumb on the 6th string. You can also use your first finger right there. And we want this kind of F sort of shape on top. Now this is going to free up my pinky on the top half of that chord right there. So it's going to be hitting the root note, and then it's going to be strumming the chord while pulling off from the 9th fret to the 7th fret. So you'll notice here this 9th fret on the first string is already on, and then he's going to pull off to kind of our natural B major bar chord right there. Then walk down the chord, 2nd, 3rd, and then hit the root note again, and then strum that chord again, and then end with that 9th fret on the 1st string. And then we're going to A, which just like my B chord, my pinky's already going to be down on the 1st string, 7th fret. I'm going to hit the whole chord, and then pull off my pinky right there to the 5th fret on the 1st string, hit the root note, and then I'm going to go to the 4th string, hammer on my 4th and 3rd string. I'm going to hammer on my pinky on the 7th fret 3rd string. And then just take it off and hit those 2 strings again, the 4th and 3rd. And then I'm going to be hammer on and pull off on the 7th fret from my 5th fret, so 5th, and then walk down that chord. Then hit that open E string. And I'll be putting my first finger on the 12th fret, top 2 strings, 1st and 2nd. Slide that up 2 frets, go back to the 12th fret, and then go to the 13th fret on the 3rd string, and then 11th fret on the 3rd string. And there we go, there's the first part of the intro. Now the second part of the intro is going to be very similar in terms of his positioning. Now his phrasing changes just a little bit, and I'll talk more a little bit about that later. Alright, open 6th string, 9th to 11th on the 5th string, 9th fret on the 4th and 3rd string. Alright, and that's very similar to what we did at the beginning. The only difference here for that E chord is I'm going to be hammering on my 11th fret on the 3rd string, but then I'm going to be going back and picking that 9th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. And then go down to the 11th fret again. Now we go into the same position for that B, hit the root note, and I'm going to be going back and forth between my pinky and first finger for that kind of F shape for my B. Alright, so then we're going root note, pinky, no pinky, pinky, no pinky, and then hit that again. Then after I hit that root note again, I'll be going pinky on, pinky off, back to the pinky on the first string. And then similarly for the A, I'm going to start with the whole chord, pull off my pinky from the 7th fret to the 5th fret on the first string, and then I'm going to be hammering on from the 6th fret to the 7th fret of my 3rd string up to the first string. Keep my pinky on there, hit just the 3rd string, and then hammer on my pinky on the 7th fret on that 2nd string. And then we're going to go right back to an open 6th string. This time we're just going to kind of have this endless slide on our 12th fret bottom 2 strings. So here what I mean by endless slide is we're just going to kind of slide up. And then just kind of have, we don't really want to aim for anywhere in particular, we just kind of want to have that effect of going up. Awesome, here's the second part. Finally, every once in a while, he'll hit harmonics on the 12th fret, first 2 strings, and harmonics on the 5th fret, first 2 strings. Now, why just the first 2 strings? Because when we take a look at our open E chord, those are basically the only open strings that we have right there, other than the 6th. So he could have included that, but I think he wanted something a little bit higher up on the register. Now there's going to be a bridge that happens at about 3:21 in the song, and it's going to be an E chord for 2 beats, and then on the and of 2 we're going to go to a B. So now on my PDF that you can find at GarrettsGuitarLessons.com, I don't have any rhythm here, more so on how long it lasts for, because he's kind of improvising his rhythm right there. It's basically going 1, 2, and then A for the next measure. So E, and then B on the upstroke, and then A. Then you can kind of improvise some other stuff as long as you're hitting those chords on the correct beat, then everything else will line up great. Now there's another bridge that happens at about 3:48 in the song. It's going to be B/D sharp. So this is going to be a B chord with a D sharp at the lowest note. And how I'm fingering this is going to be my first finger on the 6th fret 5th string, my pinky on the 9th fret 4th string, my 3rd finger on the 3rd string 8th fret. And then we're going to go up to an E power chord and then B again. And we're going to go B over D sharp again, E, and then A. Now the rhythm is going to be pretty familiar. 1, 2, and. Yep, so a little bit of syncopation there. We're going to be changing to that E chord on the and. B/D sharp, E, and then B. And we're going to do that again. B/D sharp, E, A. And for a whole measure. Again, I'm not going to give you any rhythm. You can kind of improvise some. Just try to remember some of the rhythm basics that we talked about before, which is down on the downbeats and then up on the upbeats. So kind of down right on the numbers and up right on the ands. Great. Now the solo, I'm not really going to go through, but where everything takes place from is just my G major shape for my major pentatonic. So I'm going to put, since this is in the key of E, my pinky's going to go on the 12th fret 6th string, and all that solo right there is just kind of happening right within that little position right there. You might stray from it a little bit, but it's all basically E major pentatonic right there. Now as far as the verse goes, we can kind of use all sorts of different ideas that I've talked about within my Hendrix style of rhythm playing videos. We don't have to stick to just a couple of positions that he uses. And so one way to kind of get used to it is, even though I went through kind of what he does at the intro right there, is try to think of maybe some other things that we can do, right? So here's E, right? We can kind of... some of that Hendrixy stuff that we did in our A shape right there. And then for the B, I can use that 6th string, or I can also use a 5th string. And then for A, I don't just have to use just my pinky as kind of the frilly stuff on top. I can use some of the other positions. And then back to E. Excellent. If you're interested in more of that sort of stuff, be sure to check out my Hendrix style of rhythm playing in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out my tabs and other free lessons and resources over at garrettsguitarlessons.com. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. And also like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.